Ministry of Health and Social Services recently launched a workshop on tobacco control in Rundu. The purpose of this training is to raise awareness and build capacity through stakeholder engagement within government sectors, private sectors, business communities, and the general population of Namibia. Honorable Dr. Esther Munyangwe, Deputy Minister of Health and Social Services, was the keynote speaker.
Tobacco use is the single most preventable cause of death nationally, regionally, and globally. The present and future generations of the Namibian nation must be urgently protected from the devastating health, social, environmental, and economic consequences of tobacco consumption and exposure. Significant reduction in tobacco use will ensure declines in non-communicable diseases and promote healthier lifestyles. And of course, as we have heard, Namibia is a signatory to the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control under the WHO, and we are committed as a country to ensure tobacco control.
Furthermore, Dr. William Mania, Senior Tobacco Control from WHO Africa Regional Office, also emphasized on African countries, more specifically Namibia, to take necessary steps in order to curb the high risk of tobacco use nationwide.
First, you have to monitor the trends of tobacco consumption in the country to know whether they are going up or going down, or you have remained the same, because essentially is to reduce the consumption of tobacco, and for you to know that you are reducing the consumption of tobacco products, there must be a decline in the prevalence of use. Because the aim, according to the targets which we all set in 2014, the voluntary targets for NCP, is to have a 30% relative reduction in tobacco prevalence in the country by 2025, based on the 2010 baseline.
The participants of the workshop also commented on the matter.
In the regions, we don't have psychologists there, but we as social workers, we are taking advantage of the psychology that we did throughout our training, and it's really helping us to give therapy to these people who are having such problems. But now these data, how is it reaching WHO? I'm not quite sure now there.
They use us to be educated and to be changed, to change their mindset. So now in that way, if we can regulate, you know, some people are even in, like I've seen in most Chinese shop, Indian, apologies for mentioning that, Chinese shop, Indian shops, and all those other small markets, the owner is just smoking, and these guys, they are just there exposed. So if our laws or our regulation can include how they can report such cases, how can they report such cases so that we make, as long once they are made aware and they have these channels that they can report these types of behaviors that people are violating the law. But sometimes they have no clue on how they are protected and where to go to seek for help, because now they just end up being there, being exposed, and for the sake of being employed, they are afraid not to be unemployed. They can't even approach this particular person. But we can go out there and educate these ones that are the ones that are exposed, especially to secondary smoking.
The workshop was attended by various senior or government officials, including the Deputy Minister, the ED, and various stakeholders. Tsetsong Idunwa, MICT Kabango East, Rundu.